Okay, today I'm going to be adjusting the brakes on my 1929 Buick. First of all, let's go ahead and prop up this side of the car. We're going to adjust this wheel first. Here's the frame. Step back a little more. Okay. I'll put some blocks behind the back wheels. Okay. Let's check if this spins. Okay, that is rubbing a little bit, but it does spin. Okay, let's go ahead and tighten this brake drum right here on this little nut right there until it locks up, and then we'll back it off until it's just unlocked. Let's go ahead and get some tools. Okay, I have adjusted this one. So I turned this until it locked, and then I turned it until it just was barely unlocked. Now it spins freely and it should stop better. So there's that one. Now we're going to go to this one. This brake has not been working at all because when I first got the car, I loosened this quite a bit because it was locking up. Also, this needs a cotter pin, so I'm going to replace the cotter pin in that really quick. I'm also going to go ahead and check over the car and make sure there's no other missing cotter pins. Okay, let's put this cotter pin in here. And this little pin right here. Okay, now we'll have to open that up at the bottom. Okay, there's the new cotter pin right there. Let's go ahead and... we gotta put a cotter pin there too. Dang. Okay, there's the other cotter pin I just put in there. Now let's adjust this brake. We'll have to let down this side and now adjust this side. Okay, I put cotter pins in that side as well because there were no cotter pins in that side either. Also, these are little hydraulic suspension things right here. It says Delco Rim Lovejoy, made in USA. If you look that up, you'll see that these are hydraulic suspension for this car. Okay, this wheel is, it appears adjusted too tight, but it's still not catching, so I think we've got to equalize it. On this one, we'll have to loosen the nut in the back there. Okay, this brake wasn't actuating because this little thing backed out because it doesn't have a cotter pin on it, so I'm going to put a cotter pin on that. Okay, I've now fixed this brake and I got it adjusted pretty good. It spins freely, but if I tighten any of these bolts anymore, it stops. So I've backed it off to where it just moves freely. Now I'm going to adjust the back nut on this one. We can go ahead and set this side of the car down. Okay, there's that. Let's lift this side up one more time. Okay. Okay, we got both front wheels adjusted. Let's set the car down on the front and then put some blocks in front of these wheels and adjust the back wheels. We'll have to release the parking brake for this. For the blocks, I'm just going to use spare Model T engine heads. Okay, let's start with the left side. Here is the frame of the car. Okay, there that is. Let's release the parking brake. Okay, it is released. Let's go adjust that brake. Let's see if this wheel spins freely. It does, and the brake looks super loose. Look, there's the asbestos brake shoe right there. It's woven asbestos. It has to be woven, it can't be smooth. If it's smooth, it doesn't work right. We're also going to check for missing cotter pins on here. There is a cotter pin in this thing, so that's not missing. That's good. Okay, let's go ahead and start tightening both sides of this and equalize each side. Is this missing? This is missing a nut down there. I mean a bolt, whatever that is that goes there. Okay, this brake is adjusted semi-okay. I've got to go get a bolt for that. Okay, now we're on the other side of the back of the car, and I see a missing cotter pin and that little thing right there, so we got to fix that. Also, this wheel is wobbly, so we gotta fix that as well. To fix the wobbly wheel, we have to take off the hubcap. And somebody's been in here before. That's new. So this is loose because there's supposed to be a washer on here, and somebody did not put a washer back where it's supposed to go. Somebody has been in here before and they didn't know what they were doing. Okay, well, I'll have to go get a washer for this at Ace Hardware, but until then, I'll just drive it over there. I've been driving it without the cotter pins and the things, and I've made it this far, but I'm fixing that right now, so then I'll fix this. It appears all cotter pins are present except for this one. So let's put this cotter pin in here. Where are the holes? There. Why did it turn that way? Ugh! Let me get my little pliers. Okay, this brake is now adjusted. Let's go ahead and grease some of these little grease fittings as well. Okay, the brakes are adjusted. Let's go test them. Okay, it got dark and I forgot to make a video of me stopping the car. It stops really well. Really, really well. In fact, it stops that well. When I slam on the brakes, it goes... Arr! So, anyway. But yeah. No, if I jam on the brakes all the way, all of the wheels lock up evenly. So, you don't jam on the brakes unless it's an emergency, of course. But yeah. Now I'm going to drive my car back to the storage, to its home. Here we go. Oh. And we will turn on the headlights, which are like candles. Actually, let me do this. Okay. Do we or do we not need the choke? We do. We do not. We do. We do not. We do not. We do need the choke. Come on, car. Okay, the car couldn't make up its mind what it wanted. Anyway, neither could I. But let's go ahead and turn on the headlights. Here they are. They're so dim. I'm driving with candles. So here's my nice little dashboard. The oil pressure gauge and the ampermeter work. The gas gauge does not work, which I have to fix, and the water temperature gauge does not work, which I will fix. So I forgot to show you the car stopping again. So I will show y'all that soon. I got carried away when I was driving it, and I stopped and got gas and forgot what I was doing and put it back in the storage unit. Anyway, so look forward to that braking video soon.